Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tyrone Southern's Kitchen. Back at you today with another video. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. What we're going to be doing today, we're going to be doing us some ribs. We're going to be doing some barbecue oven baked ribs. This is what we're going to be doing today. And sadly to say, I wanted to get the whole slab of ribs already because I wanted to cut the ribs and make them into what they call St. Louis ribs, what they also call baby back ribs. But I wanted to do it with the whole slab of ribs. But this is the only ribs that they had in the store that I went to. It was already cut and already packaged. So I'm gonna do another video about showing you how to cut a whole slab of ribs and making them into baby back ribs. I'm gonna show you how you cut them. But what I'm gonna do here today, I'm just gonna show you how I'm gonna cook these oven baked ribs right here. First of all, let me slow down a little bit. Let me get some soap and water first. While I'm doing all this talking, let me get some soap and water on your hands right quick. Then we can talk. Now we can talk. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna bake these ribs here that I have here that they already know cut to baby back ribs, but I had wanted to do my own cutting. So like I say, I'm gonna get another slab of ribs, but I'm gonna only show you on the other video how to cut the ribs into baby back ribs. I'm not gonna show you how to cook them because I'm gonna show you how to cook my oven ribs today in this video. Got a little fat here. I got to trim off of that there. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna trim that off. First of all, I'm gonna get these uncut. Get these out of this package, and then I'm gonna trim them down and rinse them off and season them up a little bit. And I'm gonna show you how that's gonna be done. So we got just a little fat right here. I'm gonna just trim off right there. Ain't too much. Just a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we're doing, we're gonna cut some of this, trim some of this stuff here off of here. And we started pulling some of the membrane off of this, one of the slabs of ribs. So you can pull the membrane off of your slab of ribs if you want. If you don't have to do it. Some people don't do it. Everybody got a different reason why they pull the membranes off. So what I'm gonna just do, I only pulled half of that off, but I'm not gonna pull the other ones off. So I'm just gonna trim these ribs up right here a little bit. Then I'm gonna rinse them off and I'm gonna season them up, and then I'm gonna wrap them up in some aluminum foil, and I'm gonna put them in the oven and let them bake for about an hour and 20 minutes. Let them bake for about an hour and 20 minutes. Then I'm going to come back and check the tenderness of them. See how tender they are. I want them with the bones to be coming out the ribs. That's how I want them. You have to leave some fat on. You don't want to take all your fat off. These are kind of trimmed down pretty good, these ribs here, already. So I don't really have to do too much to these ribs that I have here. So these are trimmed pretty good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and season them a little bit with my season. Only thing I'm gonna put on my ribs is some salt, a little lemon pepper, and black pepper. That's all I'm putting on mine. But you can put whatever season you like on your ribs. Season your ribs to what you like for your taste. Okay, I'm just gonna show you how I'm gonna cook them in the oven. That's all I'm doing. And you're wrapping them up in the aluminum foil. That's what makes them get real tender. It's just like you cooking them on the grill. You cook them on the grill, but if you smoking them, slow smoking them, you don't really have to wrap your ribs up. they'll get tender on their own if you slow smoke them. But if you are cooking with a little heat where you got fire up under the meat, you want to wrap them up. But if you got a smoke box that's on the side of the meat where the fire's not directly up under the meat, you can just smoke them, and you really don't have to wrap the ribs up. They'll get pretty tender just by the smoke itself. But a lot of people don't just like smoked meat. They like barbecue, but they don't like the smoked flavor. I like the smoked flavor. It's just like I like smoked fish. I like smoked fish better than I like fried fish, tell you the truth. It just takes a little longer to cook it. That's the only thing about it. It takes longer to cook smoked fish. But to me, it tastes better than fried fish. So now, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do, we got the season on this now. We're going to go ahead and wrap these ribs up right quick and get them in the oven. We're going to go ahead and wrap them up right quick and get them in the oven. We're going to do one going this way, and we're going to do one going the other way. Yep. We put one going this way, one going that way, just like that. One going this way, just like that there. That's how we doing it. We're going to fold it, just like that there. That's how we doing it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do the same, repeat this process. Going that way. Going another way. Get another one. Got that one. Got that one. We got that one. We got this one. We're going to fold this one this way. Then we're going to come back, overlap it, like that there. Just like that there, ladies and gentlemen. Real simple. We got one more to do. We're going to get them in the oven. That. Like that. It's a small one here, so wrap it, fold it, wrap, seal. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go ahead and put these in the oven. Got these stacked on our pan here. We're gonna go ahead and put them in the oven for about an hour, 20 minutes. We're gonna come back and check them. See what they're looking like. And we'll go from there. Stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just the ribs been in the oven for about an hour and 20 minutes. So we're gonna take them out and see what one of them looking like. See what's going on with one of them. See if they got any tenderness in them. Then we can tell how much longer we got to leave it in the oven. Okay. Little fork here. See what's going on. Still kind of tough. Yep, still kind of tough there. So we're gonna put them back in the oven. Let them cook for another 35, 40 minutes, whatever it may take to get them the way I want them to be. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, ribs coming out the oven. What we did, we let them stay in the oven about an hour and about 20 minutes, and with the foil on. And then we took them out, and then we put them back in the oven for about another 35, 40 minutes. But we set the temperature at 400 degrees. The second time we put them back in. So now what we're going to do, they're looking a little white now. So what we're going to do, we're going to take them and put them on another sheet. Like that. And then we're going to put some sauce on them, and then we're going to put them back in the oven. We're going to put them on, put it on boil on the top eye. That's what we're going to do next. We're going to set them on boil. I might can get both of these. I can get all three of them on the same sheet. That'll be great if I can. Yeah, I get all three of them on the same sheet. So what we're going to do, this, get this pan out the way right here. What we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and put some sauce on them. And we're going to check something out right quick. Oh yeah, they tender. They cut real smooth. Find a bone here. Yeah, they go a bone. Yeah, it cuts real smooth. Okay, good. That's what I'm looking for. So what we're using Sweet Baby Ray. We're using Sweet Baby Ray. Like I say, we're gonna brush them up. Put some sauce on them. Brush them. Put them in the oven, let them get a crisp on the top. We're going to take them out and flip them and do the same thing. Do the same thing on the other side. A little bit more sauce on it than that there. You got to watch them when you put them on boil. Turn on the top eye. You have to stay close to the oven. You don't want to burn your ribs. So we're gonna get a crispy, get the top crispy. Then we're going to turn them on the other side and do the same thing. Now we're going to set them back in the oven. Let them sit there, and we're going to keep our eyes on them. Stay tuned. All right, we let them sit in the oven on boil for about 5 minutes. We have some honey barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray. Then we're gonna come along. We're gonna also put some honey on the ribs itself and brush that on put it back in the oven and let it cook in. So we're gonna brush that on as well. We put straight honey on the ribs as well. Then we're gonna put them back in the oven and let that cook as well. And we're gonna come back and do the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna put these back in the oven. About 7 minutes, just stay tuned. All right, we just took these out the oven. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna flip these over on the other side, and they look gorgeous. Yeah, they got a good golden color on them. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna flip them on the other side. Hope they don't tear, no, they ain't gonna tear apart. And we're gonna repeat the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna do the same thing. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go ahead and pour honey on this side here. Then we're gonna come back with some sweet baby Ray barbecue sauce on top of it. And we're gonna brush that in and put it back in the oven for it to get the golden brown, for it can cook in. The sauce can cook into the meat. Everything gonna cook into the meat. Honey barbecue ribs, what we got going on here. Brush the tips, brush the ends. And we're gonna put it back in the oven and let it repeat the same thing. Bone already don't fell out. See, a bone don't fell out. Stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the ribs come out the oven. They're looking real good, golden brown. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and cut one. Go ahead and cut one. Let me show you how tender it is. The meat the bone about to fall out now. I can just see how to pull the meat off the bone like that there. Just pull the meat off the bone. So this is what we got, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna cut them all individually. Look the other side and let you see the other side. This is what the other side looked like as well. You see the other side there. So this is our honey barbecue honey baked honey barbecue ribs. It was dead in the oven. So if you don't feel like going out there firing up the grill, this is one way you can cook your ribs and get them nice and tender. Get them nice and tender. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, put a thumbs up. It don't cost you nothing to subscribe. Support the channel, subscribe. Ring the bell for you to be notified. Then my favorite word, then you might get sanctified. Everybody have a wonderful day. Peace.